Good morning. I am Dr. Jayaram. Today I am going to talk about the fast emerging new technological skills and ways to adopt the skills. In the year 2018 and again in 2023, the Alphabet's CEO Sundar Pichai compared artificial intelligence to fire and electricity, the technologies that reshaped the civilization. Sundar Pichai again told that artificial intelligence is the profound innovation in the human history. He urged that the artificial intelligence and other technological skills should be learned by everybody as early as possible and adopt the skills. The World Economic Forum's Future of Jobs Report 2025 has given some information. The first information is that the artificial intelligence, cyber security, cloud computing are the fast growing skills, followed by networks, machine learning, and technological literacy. The report further says that artificial intelligence is the growing skill. By 2030, about 92 million present jobs, that is the current jobs, will vanish, will disappear, will not be required. And another 78 million new jobs will emerge for which new skills are required. Everybody has to come with the new skills for performing this job. That is what the report says. The report further says that 40% of the core skill will shift by 2030 due to technological changes and economic changes towards the human skills, that is the soft skills. The human skills are very important and they are the central now in the professional longevity. And therefore, the present technological engineers and professionals should understand the situation. I give 2 points of action to be taken immediately. Number 1 is learning the new skills. Now they have to start continuous learning. They have to spend at least 1 or 2 hours every day for learning the new skills. Because the old skills or the existing skills will be no more required by 2030. Therefore, continuous learning is important. Learning, unlearning, and relearning are the philosophy for the success in the future. And the technological professionals should come out of the comfort zone for learning the skills. As long as they are in the comfort zone, the growth will not take place. When you talk about the comfort zone, or coming out of the comfort zone means they have to get up very early morning, even at 5 o'clock. And after doing some other activities like exercise and all that, they should start learning. They should start reading. They should develop a mindset for continuous learning, even lifelong learning, that I want to say. I give some of the important technology skills which are emerging. That is artificial intelligence, big data, cyber security, cloud computing, data computing, edge computing, and blockchain technology, biotechnology, 5G extension, robotics, and technological literacy, networks. Like that, there are many skills. Now, these skills are the defining skills for future ready professionals. Therefore, they have to take immediate action for learning these skills. Now, again, I want to say mere technological knowledge or competency is not suffice. The machines will analyze the data, but they cannot replicate the human skills like empathy and relationships and awareness, emotional awareness, leaderships, creativity, creative thinking. Like that, there are many skills. These skills the machines cannot replicate. That is very important. Artificial intelligence will adopt the process, and the skills are to be developed. And again, I want to see the algorithms optimize the operations, but the human skills, the human elements emerged as a valuable differentiator. Therefore, these human skills are very important at the present circumstances. And therefore, I again suggest all the technological professionals and even the students who are in the engineering colleges to start learning the soft skills also. I give a few of the soft skills for your knowledge. That is, I start from that emotional awareness, accurate self-assessment, confidence, self-control. When I talk about self-control, it is the self-regulation, emotional regulation. That is very important. Trustworthiness. That is very important. Adaptability, flexibility, agility, innovation. Then again, motivation, achievement motivation, initiatives, the capacity to take initiative, and commitment. That is also important. And optimism. Optimism is very important. That is, even in the situation of adversity, a person must be optimistic. That is what the important thing. Then another important thing is empathy. Empathy, there are two types. One is the emotional empathy, another is the cognitive empathy. Emotional empathy means understanding the emotions and feelings of other people. Cognitive empathy means understanding the perspectives of other people. Understanding the perspective of other people is very, very important, because nowadays even the junior officers, the junior technicians, frontline technicians, shop floor employees are more knowledgeable, because the information is flowing very fast. Information flows fast, therefore they are more intelligent and more knowledgeable. Therefore their perspective should be taken. In those days, the decisions were taken at the boardroom. Nowadays, the decision may be taken while discussing with the team members in the listening meetings. Therefore, that is what is called perspectives. Understanding the perspectives is important. Empathy. Then developing others. It is a skill. We have to develop others also, our team members and colleagues, because organizational success is important. We have to develop others. Leveraging diversity. That is also another skill. They should understand the political situation, organizational dynamics, office politics. These are also the soft skills. Then social skills for maintaining relationship. Without a social skill, it is very difficult to maintain relationship with the other team members. So they have to learn social skills. Very important, other important skill is the communication skill. The communication is very important, because the technological professional must be able to learn communication, simplified communication, to give the information to the customers and stakeholders who have no knowledge about commercial terms and technological streams. Therefore, they need a simplified communication. The communication, there are two types: a verbal communication and non-verbal communication. In verbal communication, we have to understand the importance of voice tonality. We cannot be aggressive all the time. We cannot be very authentic or what is called authoritative. We have to be polite and diplomatic while confirmation. Then only the people, the customers, who are the listeners, will take interest in listening. That is the effective communication is very important. Non-verbal communication, facial communication, eye contact, is very important. Then only they will understand that we are taking interest in them and we are taking a kind of empathic views. They will understand. Therefore, we have to develop a non-verbal communication also equally. Leadership qualities. Now, the technological skill is very important. At the same time, leadership qualities also very important. Because they are going to lead the people. The middle level managers, sometimes they have to take decisions. The leadership qualities they have to develop. Now you will understand that the hierarchical type or the top-down authority flow is not nowadays, it's not working. These models were developed for a different era when the technological change was at predictable pace and information flow was very low and decisions were taken at the top level at the boardroom. But now it is changing and therefore the leadership style should be changed. The leaders should be able to serve the team members, create a condition wherein the team members can facilitate and use their knowledge for achieving the organizational goals. That is very important. The leaders should see that team members should also achieve their personal ambitions, because every team members is also an individuals. They have their own needs, wants and motivations and ambitions. They have to attain the ambitions also. The authority will not work all the time. Authority will create compliance, but what is called the ethical approach or the kind of understanding ethical approach and communication have to create commitment. That is, the empathy will come, you will create commitment. That is very important. That we have to learn. Another important thing I want to tell you is influencing the team. It is a capacity. Influencing is a skill, a soft skill one has to develop. Another is a conflict resolution. I used the word conflict tolerance. The conflict tolerance is very important. When there is empathy, when everybody understands the emotions and feelings of other people and starting giving the importance for other people's perspective, the conflicts will be very less. Therefore, the conflict should be tolerated as far as possible. Even if any conflict arises, that should be settled as early as possible with mutual discussions. There must be a win-win situation. That is very important. Then only the relationship will continue. The another thing is the change management. I already told you, the change is taking place very fast. We cannot resist the changes. We have to adopt the changes. So adaptation is a very important skill. Flexibility is another important skill. These have to be developed by the people. Team building and working in the team. Every member should understand how to work in the team, how to build the team, how to take interest in the development of the other team members. Therefore, the team building and working in the team is a very important skill. Collaboration and cooperation is very important. We can say interpersonal collaboration, interdepartmental collaboration, or interfunctional collaboration. Without this collaboration, it's very difficult to get success. Therefore, every member should understand and develop these kind of soft skills. That is what I want to say. Then creative thinking is very important. Creativity. Creative decision making, another very important thing. The creative decision making is not an easy thing. It's a very difficult one. Because in creative thinking, in creative decision making, critical decision making, I can say critical decision making, sometimes you have to put lot of resources. It will have the long term effort. It will have the long term impact also. And also, the decision may fail also. Therefore, the critical decision is a very important skill. We have to decide whether we have to go for a new product or not, whether we have to buy a new company or not, whether we have to start the second phase of the project immediately or we have to delay it. These are the critical decisions. We need to develop a skill for that. Another important skill I want to say is binding, emotional binding is very important. Every employee should develop emotional binding with the company and with their team members and with the customers. If emotional binding is there with the customers will not leave the company. They will like our company with the emotional attachment. Therefore, emotional binding is to be developed. That is very, very important. The customer should understand the brand loyalty. Then they will not leave our product. That should be developed. Like that, there are many soft skills are there. I have told some technology skills and also some soft skills. There are many more soft skills, but I cannot go on telling all the soft skills. You will come to know. All the people should develop all the soft skills. Then only we will survive in the future. And therefore, the continuous development of all these technological skill and soft skill and emotional intelligence skills, that is very important. And that author, emotional intelligence, the book author says that emotional intelligence gives 80% of success. Only 20% is coming from the IQ skills. Now, IQ skills, that is the cognitive skills, are now going to be taken by the artificial intelligence. So we have to develop more emotional skills for our success. This is my suggestion. I request to give your comments or write in the WhatsApp, in my mobile WhatsApp, or you can talk to me also. My mobile I am giving 96204-53587. Thank you very much for watching. We will talk again and again. You please watch me. Okay, fine.